What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias, aka Broken Legends. I'm a music producer and sound designer. These days I focus more on the sound design aspects of music production. I've sold hundreds of preset packs and sample packs on my website. I've worked for the few of the biggest sample and preset pack companies in the industry. Today we are going to clear up some misunderstandings that some of you guys seem to have about phases and fundamentals and all that interesting nerdy stuff. Recently I've been hit multiple times on the channel about the multiplied fundamental notes on sounds that I've been showcasing to the newer producers. This is a saw wave. We have all the frequencies here that the saw wave consists of. This is the fundamental and these are all harmonies. Saw wave has a bunch of harmonies, but if we pick something like triangle wave, we have a little bit less of the harmonies. Now, if you have something like sine wave, we have only the fundamental. Now, if we look at the saw wave really closely, let me bring it to the center of attention here. We have the fundamental. People who have been commenting about the multiplied fundamentals have been concerned about boosting up the fundamental. Currently, this fundamental note of the saw wave is hitting around minus 36 decibels. If we add a bunch of sine waves to this, so only the fundamental, we are increasing the volume of the fundamental frequency. Now suddenly we are at minus 25 decibels, so about increase of 10 decibels on the fundamental. Some of you guys have been pointing out that that's bad, but it's actually not the case really. What you are simply doing is nothing wrong. You are just increasing your fundamental frequency. So let me showcase this to you guys. I'm going to disable these two sine waves. I'm going to pull down this sawtooth wave 2 octaves. Really crunchy. And let me go ahead and add some distortion. Make it really crunchy. Now what happens if we add a bunch of fundamentals to this sawtooth wave? Does it sound worse or does it sound better? I don't really know, but it sounds different, and that's the key, guys. This is only the saw wave. Sounds kinda squishy. And this is the sawtooth with multiplied fundamentals. We can even increase the levels of these sine waves a little bit more. And what is happening here, since we are increasing our fundamentals, the sound is pushing more through the distortion, and it's not making the sound really worse, it's making it different. And that's really the key, guys. It's not really bad to add more fundamentals if you are making sure your phases are okay and the desired result is what you are after. Okay guys, one more example. You have your sawtooth wave here. What if we add a bunch of voices? So we have the unison button. This is only one voice. This is actually two saw waves stacked. So you are kinda increasing your fundamental. You now have twice as many fundamentals. What if we increase it to 16? This is 16 fundamentals. It's crazy. This can't be sounding good. Does it sound bad? Does it sound good? I don't know. It sounds different, but there's 16 fundamental frequencies stacked up, and it sounds different. It's kind of phasey, kind of messy, but it doesn't really sound worse or better. Let's take a different example. This is a Psy-based. And when you zoom in here, you can see that we have our sine wave, which is only the fundamental, the really bad and horrible fundamental frequency. Here it's our sub bass. Then we have the second oscillator, which adds harmonies. And then we have the big bad main oscillator, which is actually adding fundamentals again. Oh no, we have this fundamental here on the sawtooth wave. Now let's see if we take away the fundamental from our sawtooth, whether it makes the sound better. We can go in here to the wavetable editor, and I'm going to remove the fundamental. You can use this button to remove the fundamental from all of the different frames of your wavetables. Remove the fundamental, and this is what we end up with. Does it sound better? To my ears, it doesn't sound better. For some of you guys, it could sound better. Like, I don't know, man. It's just different. Let's see our... This is really like funny to me because I've been doing this for so long that in the beginning people always tell you to like care about your fundamentals and your phases, but at certain point, if it sounds good, it's good. Like you don't have to stick to the rules once you know them. You can break them. In this case, this is the original sound. Here is our phase correlation. This shows you whether you have problems in your phases. So this could manifest in disappearing frequencies when you play this sound live. Perfect phase correlation. And this is our updated, removed fundamental frequency bass sound. It's still perfect phase correlation. It just sounds different. Now let's go to different type of sound. Here we have this respace. And again, we have two sounds at the -2 octave. So we have our sub bass, which is the fundamental. Here we have a bunch of different tones from the distortion and the noise oscillator. But we have the big bad fundamental, and then we have the oscillator 1. It again has the fundamental, but I've removed it with high pass filter. Let's see, if I take away this high pass filter like so, and I'm going to remove the fundamental. Actually, we have to do it this way. I'm going to remove the fundamental from all of these. I'm going to add all the other oscillators back, and this is what we end up. Let's hear it against this previous version. To me, it actually sounds weaker, but again, once again, it's all about what you like and what you don't like. Guys, it's a respace. It's supposed to be phasey, sounding really crazy, warpy. Like you can see from here, we have a bunch of phase issues going on, issues in quotes. If we remove the fundamental, like so. Take away the high pass filter. To me, it's actually even more phasey, which is kind of crazy. So by removing the fundamental, we are actually making this sound even more unstable, which I assume from the comments is the bad thing. This is a really long way of example. I really wanted to showcase you guys this with examples so that you can really hear the difference. I hope you have some decent headphones or speakers, but breaking the rules is not always... Breaking the rules is okay, guys. You just have to know what you're doing. Having multiple fundamentals isn't really a bad thing if you are aware that you have multiple fundamentals. And the other comment was about having face movement in your bass sounds, and this to me is even more straightforward. Let's see, we can do this really simply by having this sawtooth bass, like so. Sounding. Let's pull this down 2 octaves. And the comment was about having the phase randomization on. Let's see if we take it away. Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? Let me take away the kick. Either way, it's fully phase correlated. Let's add some other waves in this, like in the original video. This is fully randomized, and this is just with no randomization. Does this sound better? Maybe for some people, for others it might not sound. If we add distortion and maybe some compression, does this sound better than this? For some people, if we add this filter, does this sound better than this one? This is a little bit simpler, less movement. This has more movement. It's like, guys, it's about whatever you like. Sometimes I want more movement, sometimes I want less movement. It's not right, it's not wrong. I've spent way too much time talking about this. Guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, if you find this content useful, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want some crazy sound design, check out the links in the description. On my website you can find samples, presets, all the good stuff. There's a bunch of free stuffs. Check those out, and I hope you have a great Sunday. Peace!